everybody, today we got a BlackBerry Priv in. It has a charging issue and it ended up being the charging port. So as you can see in the video, you guys can see that, it's perfect. We're going to go ahead and replace this charging port. It's soldered, so let's get started. First thing I like to do is add some flux. Actually, the first thing we should be doing is putting Kapton tape on the board. It's anti-static, but most importantly, it's also a heat-resistant tape. So it's necessary, and you should be done getting the tape around the board before we start this. It doesn't need to be all fancy. We can just kind of tape the board up just to kind of cover everything. There we go. Okay, put that a little too high. I'm going to add a little bit more piece of tape across the couple filters right at the end of the charging port. I don't know if you guys can see that now. There we go. Perfecto. I'm just going to add a little bit more just to say we have some on there. I wouldn't attempt this if nobody has any experience in micro soldering, as you can do more damage than harm, or more damage than good, I should say, sorry. Now we're going to add some flux on all the 4 posts. Just like that. What temperature are we at right now? I like to put it on 2 when I'm desoldering. Like dots like this. I don't know if it's 350. No, I like to set the hot air to 350 degrees. That's at 50. We're actually getting some water damage repaired. So now I'm going to go ahead and remove this charging port. I'm going to reduce the air temperature flow to 1, so 10%. What you're going to wanting to do is get it so the desolder is at a melting temperature, which it's really not right now. There we go. And that's it. We're done desoldering of the charging port. And we're going to go ahead and clean up those pads. Don't think that's the right tip for the job. Let's change it up. Let's do this one. I think this one will work well. What does everyone think? Kind of a little messier going on, but that's okay. If you get it right, you should not knock any filters and all that stuff off, which you do not want. I'm going to go ahead and add some low melt solder to the post. Like that. Beautiful. You want to work that solder in there. That's like a high melting temperature solder, and you want to get rid of that. And add some more flux. We're going to go ahead and get some wick out. I'm actually going to cut a piece off. So solder grade wick, I always use it's super wick, and it's the best stuff to use for this. Perfect. You probably need more solder. Perfecto. You're going to get all that excess solder out of the holes. If that's in the way, you won't be able to put the new port in there. It doesn't want to come out, so I'm going to add some more solder into there. Perfect. Add a bit more solder to that one post. Get that all removed. And go ahead and remove it. You guys can see that. Perfecto. And when you desolder like too soon, and you can chance ripping pads off the board, and you don't want to do that. Because that would not be good. We would have to run microwires. And a lot of times these guys don't have schematics to figure out where they go. So kind of in a pickle. What's going on here? Alrighty, we're going to line up the port and kind of see if it goes in. Pretty sure it will, but I always like to make sure. Yeah, perfect. You guys can see that. It's hard to line up this camera. There we go, as you can see. But we're not done here. So what I like to do is get some alcohol in here, 99.9% alcohol, and clean up the area. Make it all sparkly and brand spanking new. Just like so. I'll just show you guys on a Q-tip. You don't want burnt flux in there, as you can see. Pretty nasty, isn't it? Alright. Now we're going to get some more wick. I want to clean up all that leftover. It's to hide on me sometimes. Get my iron. Get more flux in there, just to try to pick up that solder that's on the board. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead with the new charging port. Pretty sure it was this one. This one right here. I'm going to go ahead and put it into the post on the board. Like so. I'm going to go ahead and take this one out. I really need to get myself a double soldering iron station so that way we can keep two irons in at once. So now we're going to add some flux, and flux around the 4 fence posts and the poles. So now what we're doing is kind of adding this solder around the poles so that it holds in there. We're going to fix it up after. Just to kind of keep it still when we're soldering the pins on the actual connector itself. There we go. Just like that. Perfect. Now, I'm going to solder the 5 contacts on the logic board. One, two, I think that's good. Kind of want to work it into there. I think that's it. What I like to do after is make sure none of those pins wiggle on us. Wiggle, wiggle. Change up our iron. Actually, so there's 3 out of 5 pins that are good on the board. We got to just finish touch up the remaining. Trying to get that solder to flow through. It won't solder. The pads aren't nice and soldered up. Go. Just gotta add some solder on those pads. Gotta work it, work it, work it. A little bit more. I think we're good. Now we're going to do the 4 posts. Solder the back side of it. Go ahead and put that solder into there. Here's the last post that we got to work on. And that's it. We're going to clean this up a bit. I want to clean that up a bit after. We're going to go ahead and see if we got power into the board, which we most likely will anyways. And we do. We're going to go ahead and remove the Kapton tape. Get some alcohol, clean up that charge dock just a little bit. Perfecto. We're going to go ahead and plug it into this phone. This is the BlackBerry Priv, once again. You can get access to it. It's here. Perfect. We're going to go ahead and plug it in here, and we're going to go ahead and charge it so everyone can see on video that we have fixed the charging port. Hope you guys can see that. And that's everything. That's how you replace the charging port on pretty much any device. Now this one was pretty straightforward. Most of them are, if you have micro soldering experience. I'm going to touch up a few of these pads and post, but we do specialize in micro soldering. If you have a question or repair, please comment below. What we got here? It's at 99%, so the amp draw will be substantially pretty low. It won't show 1 amp when it's charged. Let's see that. Sweet. Hard to get it to turn on without the case. There we go. I'm going to let it power on. This device has already been charged up externally, just so we can test that it was the charging port only, and it was. So we're going to go ahead and lock it, plug it back in, just to show you guys. Now, if you guys see that charging battery right at the bottom. And that's it for today's video. I'll have more videos later down the road. We're charging now at 1 amp when it's on, which is completely normal for a cell phone to charge. If you're only getting like 0.2 amps or whatever and the phone's not powering, especially iPhones, you have a short And most of the time it's VCC main, but you have to look at ZXW tools to figure that out. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll have more videos later. Thanks again.